Hello. Welcome to Christmas Eve 2022. I will be your host for the next few moments on this fine early edition of Christmas Eve. Please join me as I try to bring a little joy, merriment, possibly some humor on this Christmas Eve 2022 to you. I am your host tonight, Joe, Pappy, Happy, Dad, Son, Brother. I wear many titles. I carry the burden of many titles. This is non-alcoholic eggnog. Honestly, it is the first cup of non-alcoholic eggnog I've had so far. I just got home and realized that for the second year in a row, I forgot to read one of my favorite Christmas stories to my nephews and grandkids and kids. So I would like to steal some of your time as you wrap presents or listen to Christmas music. Christmas is hard to say for some reason. I'm going to read my favorite story, A Die Hard Christmas. And I have not prepared for this because I don't have a bloody tripod. Well, I do, but nothing I can't put my phone. I could put my phone. I don't have a tripod for my phone. So I'm about to do this the hard way, is what she said. And read this while holding the phone and showing pictures. Maybe next year I'll have a better setup and I can read some kind of different Christmassy book, or I can do this again with better production value. But if I sound like I talk with marbles in my mouth, it's because I talk like I have marbles in my mouth sometimes. I get ahead of myself on reading, and yeah. But anyway, I am going to read A Die Hard Christmas, written by Doogie Horner, illustrated by J.J. Harrison. If y'all like this, if everyone likes this, then I will redo this next year with better production and better prep than spontaneously doing this on the fly instead of wrapping my last couple of presents like I should. So without further ado, I'm going to try to do the voices if possible. I don't know if there's voices in this thing, but I'm going to try to do voices. Wish me luck. So here we go. Die Hard Christmas. Here's the cover. So here we go. Excuse me. Y'all see me? 'Twas the night before Christmas, and up in the tower, everyone was partying, except for one wallflower. While the lighting, John McClane missed his wife. Things just weren't the same since Holly had moved west and changed her last name. He tried to win her back, but still she said no, while unbeknownst to them, there was trouble below. A truck had pulled up, and who should disembark but 14 men whose intentions were dark. And the quarterback is toast. Nope, that's way later in the story. This is the cream de magic, and boom, 2 points. They spoke not a word and unloaded big crates. They cut the phone lines and locked all the gates. Carl swept the ground floor, shooting every guard dead, while visions of bearer bonds danced in his head. He only has one head, danced in his head. Oh my God. Pause. Ooh, refill. I put a lot of ice in this thing, so it's not going down as fast as you think it is, giggity. Bear with me here. Look at that double chin. That's what good living does to you. Anybody gets motion sickness, please don't sue me. I don't know what I'm doing. I made a eggnog slushy. It's a holiday nog mixed with non-alcoholic rum, cinnamon, nutmeg, yeah, that's it, and ice. So way too much non-alcoholic rum, or just the right amount, your choice. Anyway, back to the story. John took off his shoes, making fists with his toes, It actually worked. Well, what do you know? When out in the lobby, there arose such a clatter. He sprung to the door to see what was the matter. When what to his wondering eyes should appear, holy crap, there are terrorists here. John hid under a table where no one could see and watched. Hans questioned Mr. Takagi. I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a 4. Give me the codes to open the vault door. Kind of wow. I don't know the codes, so go ahead and shoot. Okay, said Hans Gruber, and ruined Takagi's shirt. Suit, God dang it. John tried to call the cops by pulling an alarm, but instead called the bad guys, who tried to cause them harm. But John killed Tony, who had very small feet, and sent him to the terrorists as a Yuletide treat. He put his Santa hat on the German, and eyes all aglow, wrote, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho." Carl was furious. Tony was his brother. He chased John across the roof, and they shot at each other. John was able to escape through the ventilation shafts. Come out to the cozy side. We'll have a few laughs. This is the greatest book I've ever read. At Nakatomi Tower, Sergeant Powell appeared. He checked the whole lobby and saw nothing weird. Because he's Stevie Wonder. He was pulling away, but didn't get far, before Marco landed on the hood of his car. Shots fired, right now, damn it now. Powell drove away backwards, screaming in fright. Welcome to the party, pal, John yelled with delight. I'm not showing the end. More police arrived, the FBI and a SWAT team. But Hans didn't mind. It was all part of his scheme. More rapid than eagles, his henchmen they came, and he radioed and shouted and called them by name. Now Eddie, now James, now Franco, now Ulo, on Fritz and on Carl, hair long and unruly. Uli, not... whatever, I butchered that. Next year I'll get it right. They shot the SWAT tank with a surface-to-air missile and knocked it away like the down of a thistle. Now John McClane was angry indeed. he blew up 2 terrorists and called them jerkweed. Ellis told Hans, "Bubby, I'm your white knight." Hans shot him dead, giving the hostages a fright. Hans went to go check on the explosives fuse and saw that poor John wasn't wearing any shoes. John fled from Carl and Hans, but alas, he had to run barefoot over sharp broken glass. Shoot the glass. His feet, how they hurt, his soul's oh so bloody. John crawled to the bathroom and called his good buddy. Hang on. Let's get good. Oh yeah, I'm rocking my Biggie Smalls Christmas sweater. Wonder why Christmas missed us? Now back to the story. John was worried and ready to throw in the towel until he got a pep talk from Sergeant Al Powell. Powell was chubby and plump, a right jolly old cop, and he trusted the cowboy in the tattered tank top. Oh my. But a reporter was probing into McLean's life and revealed that Holly was actually John's wife. Hans quickly flipped over the gold picture frame. "It's a pleasure to meet you." Wow, I can do a better voice than that. Mrs. McLean. His clothes all tarnished with ashes and soot. John staggered to the roof, bloody and barefoot. The explosives were wired to the rooftop with care, in hopes that the hostages soon would be there. John warned everyone the roof would soon blow as the chopper strafed him with high-powered ammo. "Just like Saigon, eh, Slick? I was in junior high, dickhead." Around his waist he tied a fire hose tight, and screaming an oath, jumped into the night. He dangled in the air and gritted his teeth while flames encircled the tower like a wreath. The music change distracted me, sorry. Fiercely fighting his way back inside, John yelled out, "Hans!" He was done trying to hide. He limped to the vault like an old man on crutches, only to find Holly in his filthy clutches. "Hi, honey." John dropped his gun, put his hands on his head. It seemed he and Holly soon would be dead. But with a secret gun taped to his back, John shot Hans in a surprise attack. What was it you say? Yippee-ki-yay, mother Falcon. Hans fell out the window, still holding Holly's arm, and slowly, deliberately raised his firearm, not forearm. He ain't not doing some UFC move. Firearm. I delight in hair is weak. The tenacious villain held on by his nails till John unhooked Holly's watch and said, "Happy trails." Bearer bonds fluttered like fresh fallen snow as Holly embraced her blood-spattered bow. Boo? Bow? B-E-A-U. Boo? Snow? Bow. So Merry Christmas to all, be kind to one another, and most of all, Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Falcon. See, that's a little bit of an Easter egg. I've never seen it, but I just found out that the TV edit of Die Hard, whenever they say Yippee-ki-yay, they change it to a very bad Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Falcon. So, knowing is half the battle, so we're halfway winning. Anyway, enjoy this Merry Christmas. You see, I am. So, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.